Rise, O Lord, Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi. Disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Rekah Kwadash. I would like to give double honors to the head apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the true leaders of Israel to this day, who taught me this truth. And I would like to say shalom to all the Akim and Akwaf that's believing on this truth and that's seeking their salvation at the hands of Yahawah and his only begotten son, Yahawashi. I would like to say shalom. So today, I'm going to simply entitle this lesson, Jake truly don't understand that Esau Edom is the sword of the Lord. Okay, and going into this lesson is because of this video clip that came across my news feed, which is video of deadly police shooting in Buckhead has been released. Okay, Jake truly don't understand that Esau Edom is the sword of the Lord, and this devil has been ordained from on high, okay, to take peace from the earth. This devil has been ordained from Yahawah Bahashim Yahawashi to put you Jakes to death, especially if you're operating outside of the will of the Lord. Okay, because a lot of you Jakes over here in America are not walking circumspectly. Okay, and this is just going to be an example. A lot of you Jakes truly don't understand that this devil has been ordained from on high. Okay, you don't understand, as we read in Psalm 17 and 13, that Esau Edom is the sword of the Lord. Okay, and we pray the same prayer that our forefather King David did. Okay, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. But a lot of you niggas walk toward this damn devil like he don't have the power to put your ass to death. That's why we see all these police shootings. Okay, and then your mama and your auntie and your grandma get up on TV saying they ain't never did nothing wrong. So let's see what this Jake done did. All right.
Video showing a man's death by police in Buckhead has finally been released 2 years ago. Atlanta police. Video showing a man's death by police in Buckhead has finally been released. 2 years ago, Atlanta police shot and killed the 22-year-old inside the Fogo de Chao restaurant. Atlanta News First anchor Tori Cooper is live outside the restaurant right now. Tori, the family's already seen this video for the very first time, and they've been pushing for it to actually be released to the public.
They have, and it's hard to watch, Alan. Family members of Nigel Collins say that he was experiencing a mental health crisis at the time when this all happened and that he wasn't posing a threat to anyone at this restaurant. But police tell a very different story. They say they were responding to an unruly customer, and they also say that Collins shot first, prompting them to shoot and kill him. Now, we are going to show you this video, and it's graphic, but we're not going to show you the most graphic parts of the video when police shoot Collins multiple times.
We have a guy here with a gun, and he's acting very, very weird. He just has the gun on his belt, and he's yelling at employees.
Shortly after 7 p.m. on May 28th, 2022, 911 calls from employees inside the Fogo de Chao restaurant in Buckhead start flooding into the Atlanta Police Department.
He went inside of the bar now and grabbed a bottle of liquor and just helped himself, and is sitting there just drinking.
Shortly after that call, police show up and walk up to 22-year-old Nigel Collins, who's sitting at the bar.
Bro, what's going on?
After Collins is forced to the ground by police tell him to keep his hands off the gun in his waistband and to put his hands on his head. It appears from the video that Collins grabs his gun while he's being tased by police. APD froze the video and added a red circle around what appears to be the gun in Collins' hand. Shortly after, Collins gets up and starts running through the restaurant with what appears to be his gun in his hand and is tackled at the door by a security guard. Right after, a gunshot is heard. Police say it was fired from Collins' weapon at the security guard. An officer then shoots Collins more than 5 times. Collins puts his hands by his side right where the gun was lying on the floor beside him. Police then shoot him 5 more times, and Collins dies shortly after. Now, the Collins family did release a statement to us tonight after they watched the video, and they said in part that they hope that this is the first step towards more transparency with the Atlanta Police Department. They strongly believe that this will clear Nigel's name and ultimately bring him justice. Now, the Collins family is also moving forward with litigation against several different parties, including this restaurant, the Atlanta police officers who shot and killed Collins, along with the security guard who tackled Collins, and the company that the security guard worked for. The Collins family will be holding a press conference tomorrow, and Atlanta News First will be there. Reporting live in Buckhead tonight, I'm Tori Cooper, Atlanta News First.
So let's examine, okay, what the family said in the statement that they released. Okay, first and foremost, they started off with saying he was having a mental health crisis, all right, and he was not posing a threat to anyone, all right. And at the end, they gave another statement saying that they hope that this is the first step to having transparency with the APD, okay, and they strongly believe that his name will be cleared, all right. They had to be looking at a different video clip than what everybody else have seen, all right. So let's start off with the mental health, okay? If you're having a mental health crisis, right? You know, why are you drinking in public? And not only that, why are you drinking in public with a firearm, okay? And then to take it a step further, you go behind the bar to serve yourself, okay? And then they say he wasn't posing a threat to anyone. Running through a restaurant after being tased with a live firearm, okay, in your hands, you're telling me you're not posing a threat to anyone? Once again, these women, especially the women, do not hold these raggedy ass men accountable for nothing. Okay, but guess what? That night, Yahawashi held this Jake accountable, okay, because guess where he at? He in the spiritual realm. All right. But what is this family trying to do? Get justice for their family member that was being wicked. Once again, if you're having a mental health crisis, or you know that you can have a mental health crisis, why do you even own a firearm? And if you own a firearm, okay, when the police is walking up to you, you should put your hands up. Okay, not go reaching for your gun. Jake truly don't understand that these Edomites, okay, it's the sword of the Lord. And judgment was carried out on this Jake, 22 years old, okay? Now you're back in the spiritual realm because you don't know how to conduct yourself, okay? You don't understand what time we're living in. You don't understand that Yahawashi has ordained these Edomites to put your ass to death, all right? Jake better get with it. Okay, because a lot of Jakes getting ready to go back to the spiritual realm because they don't have any discernment of what time you're living in. You're not walking circumspectly, okay? You're moving like nothing could be done to you. That's Jake. And this was just an example, all right? You know? Thinking that his name is going to be cleared. Jake was in the wrong, okay? Jake was in the wrong. He got put to death because he was in the wrong. All right? And if you understand the scriptures tell us to agree with our adversary quickly. Okay? Keep us far from the man that has power to kill. All right? See, these are the precepts that should be going through Jake's mind. But guess what? Jake don't want to hear nothing about the scriptures. Now you're asking in the spiritual realm. All right, so let's pull a couple scriptures. We'll close it out. We're not gonna harp on this. But once again, this is just an example to let Jake know. Okay, you better be moving wisely out here. And it was very unwise, okay, to be going behind the counter to serve yourself. Okay, to let the whole establishment know that you got a firearm. Okay, and then to buck up against the authority figures, which is the police, whether you believe it or not, Jake. Okay, they have authority right now. You're in captivity. Jake is not going to learn until he go back to the spiritual realm. Okay, and your family that's trying to take up for you, talking about your name is going to be cleared. No. Okay, Your ass was being wicked that night, and they just trying to get a payday. Point blank, period. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. These people are the sword of the Lord. All right. Isaiah 10 and 5. O Assyrians. Okay. The modern day Assyrian is Esau, Edom. All right. The rod of mine anger and the staff in their hand is mine indignation. You got put to death by Edomite. Okay. Because you don't understand the ordinance that Yahawashi has set up. Once again, matter of fact, let's go to Romans 13. Jake truly don't understand that these people have been put over you for a reason. All right. This is Romans 13. The point is in verse 3 and 4, but we'll start up at the top. Let every soul be subject under the higher power, for there is no power but the Most High. The powers that be are ordained by the Most High. Okay, so Yahawashi set, okay, Esau, Edom up, okay, over you, Jake. These are the powers that he put into play, all right? Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of the Most High, and they that resisteth shall receive to themselves damnation. Okay, and we just seen that in that short video clip. And once again, this is just an example, all right? Jake, you better get right, okay, and start moving with wisdom. Okay, verse 3, for rulers are not a terror to good works, but to evil. Okay, Jake, if you was sitting down, relaxing, ordering your drinks, allowing the bartender to bring it to you, not letting the whole establishment know that you got a firearm, okay, you would have went home peacefully. For the rules are not a terror to good works, but to evils. That wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. Once again, that's why we tell Jake to do good. All right. And see, even though we get on these Edomites, okay, even though we get on these other nations for all the rape, robbing, and murdering and pillaging that they have done, right now we're still living in their empire. Okay. They're going to get judged, okay, in the kingdom of heaven. America's going to get judged through nuclear fire. Okay, but it is not time for Jake, for you to take up arms, okay, and think you're going to run from the police, have a shootout with the police. No, man, your ass going to get put to death. Verse 4, for he is the minister of the Most High. Do you hear that, Jake? These devils are the minister of the Most High. And to thee for good, for thou shalt do that which, but if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. Okay, do you hear that? If you're gonna be evil, okay, just know Yahawashi is eventually gonna pull your card. Okay, be afraid, for he beareth not the sword in vain. These devils do not bear the sword in vain. All right, they had no issue with putting 5 into you, all right, and dropping a couple more off. Now you got your mama, your auntie, your grandma, with their hands up, looking crazy like you ain't did nothing. They knew you was wicked before that day. They knew how you moved before that day. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. Okay, you was being evil that night, Jake. And guess what? It sent you back home. It sent you to the spiritual realm. Okay, let's grab another one. Let's go to this is the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach. Chapter 9 and verse 13. It says, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill. Okay, see, these are the precepts that should be running through Jake's mind. Okay, you should be agreeing with your adversary quickly, and we'll get that too. Okay, keep thee far from the man that hath power to kill, so thou shalt not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault. Okay, make no fault, Lest he take away thy life presently. And that's what happened to that Jake. He made a fault, okay? He done threw up his hands at the police. He done got tased, grabbing at his weapon at the same time. Grabbed his weapon, ran away, got tackled, okay? And let off a shot. You made a fault, all right? And guess what? He took away your life presently, okay? In that moment. Make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently. Remember, thou goest in the midst of snares, and thou walk upon the battlements of the city. All right. So, Jake, you gotta, you know, and honestly, that was just a 2/3 at the end of the day. Okay, you're not moving with wisdom. Okay, and you got your life taken away presently. And like I said, this is just an example. All right. And that's why it's very important to come into this truth and understand how to conduct yourself. OK, there's nothing wrong with going to get a drink at a bar. All right. But it is something wrong with making the faults that Jake made. OK, bucking up against the establishment, bucking up against the powers that be, bucking up against the authority. OK. But once again, if you're in this truth, okay, which you could tell this Jake wasn't, you move with a different, with a purpose and a different meaning, okay? You know, you don't want to be dead caught out in the world being a nigga. Matthew 5:25. And this is what this Jake should have did. Matthew 5:25, agree with thine adversaries quickly. Okay, agree with them quickly, Jake, whilst thou art in the way with him, lest at any time the adversary deliver thee to the judge, and the judge deliver thee to the officer, and the officer, and thou be casted into prison. Okay, and see, he would have been casted into prison, but he took it a little too far. Okay, so he got a different sentence. Okay, he was sentenced back to the spiritual realm. He was sentenced back to the spiritual realm, and we truly understand that no one perishes being innocent, and that's why we always get onto these Jakes that act like their little boy ain't did nothing, they little girl ain't did nothing. They were being wicked as fuck. No one perishes being innocent. Job 4, getting straight to the point. Job 4:7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or what was the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what just happened. Okay, he's sowing iniquity. Okay, in that short video, you can see that he was being wicked as fuck. Okay, and guess what? You know, he reaped the same. Verse 9, by the blast of the Most High, they perish, and by his breath of his nostrils are they consumed. Okay, no one perished being innocent. Let's get another one. Deuteronomy 32. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And Yahawashi put the spirit on that cop to blow you away, Jake. You know, and this is not to mock. This is to tell our people, you know, you need to be walking in wisdom in these last days, because, you know, these cops have but a split second to make a decision, okay, on what they're going to do. All right. And guess what? They going back home before they let you go home. OK, so, Jake, just walk with wisdom. All right, because a lot of judgments are being issued. OK, and judgment is and people, especially Jake, you so-called Negroes, Latinos and Native Americans, a lot of judgments are going out. OK, and we have to be mindful of that. All right. So we have to walk circumspectly in these latter days, understanding that the sword of the Lord, OK, can come unto you. OK, moving without wisdom, OK, could bring swift judgment and destruction upon you. All right. So once again, this was just the example, OK, of Jake truly not understanding what time they're living in, for one. Two, not understand that Esau Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, is the sword of Yahawashi. And Yahawashi is going to continue to use his sword to cut down wicked-ass Jakes. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawashi, by Hashem Rekakwadash. Double honors to the head apostles and elders. Shalom to all the Akim and Akwath. Shalom.